The week called Holy Week, Passion Week, began with Sunday, now called Palm Sunday. The Old Testament prophet Zechariah had foretold the arrival of the Messianic King in Jerusalem by the humble conveyance of a colt. Jerusalem was not a friendly place for Jesus at that time. The conspiracy had been building against him for 3 years. The Pharisees had been trying to take him down through public debate, but they lost every time. Jesus had referred to them as a brood of vipers, evil and adulterers, whitewashed tombs, and devourers of widows' houses. These Pharisees had put out a warrant for his arrest. In John 6, they told the people, "Then if you know where Jesus is, let us know, that we might seize him." Well, on that day, when Jesus was approaching the city, and when Jesus went into the city, the crowds defied that order. They celebrated him by making a path with their garments, by cutting down and waving palm branches, which were Jewish flags that symbolized independence. And they cried out, "Hosanna," meaning "save us now." They called him the Son of David, which was his messianic name. Their action infuriated the enemies even more and made Jesus' journey into Jerusalem a more volatile one. But still, Jesus went. He knew what was going to happen, but still he went. Well, what did Jesus know would happen? He knew that many in that crowd that said, "Hosanna, Hosanna," would soon be a part of another crowd that said, "Crucify him, crucify him." He knew that the Pharisees, chief priests, and elders wanted to get their hands on him. And that was an opportune time for them to get together. They couldn't defeat him one-on-one. But that was a good time for them to do what we used to call gang up on him, or triple team. And he knew that could happen. He knew that false witnesses would be rounded up to lie on him, but still he went. He knew that by week's end he would be led as a lamb to the slaughter, scourged, beaten, nailed to a cross that would be lifted up, dropped in a hole in the ground, causing him much pain and agony. But still, he went. He knew he would hang on that cross for 6 hours, blood and water streaming down, nails in his hand, rivets in his side, crown of thorns on his head, vinegar on his tongue, but still he went. Yes, he knew that by week's end he would be dead, but still he went. Well, why did Jesus go? Knowing that all that would happen to him. I have a nephew named Little Kevin. Whenever his parents wanted him to go somewhere he didn't want to go, he would say, "I'm not going." And I believe many of us at some point in our lives would have looked at a situation like this and said, "I'm not going." Jesus looked at it and still he went. But why? Why would Jesus go into a situation like that? He didn't go to win the victory over the Pharisees and scribes and elders. He didn't go to set the Jews free from Roman rule as they thought he had come to do. He went because he was committed to his Father's will. He said, "I came not to do my will, but to do my Father's will." In the Garden of Gethsemane, he prayed, "Not my will, but thine be done. If it be possible, this cup pass from me, but nevertheless, not my will, Father, but thine be done." I came to do your will. Jesus was committed to doing his Father's will. Well, what was his Father's will? It was his Father's will that a ransom be paid for the sin of the world. It was his Father's will that fallen mankind be redeemed. And only Jesus, the only begotten Son of God, only Jesus, the Lamb of God. In the Old Testament, a lamb from the field would work. But a lamb from the field will not work this time. We needed the Lamb of God. And Jesus was that Lamb of God. And because we are a part of that crowd that needed to be redeemed. We are a part of that crowd that needed to be saved from the penalty of sin, which was hell. Because we were in that crowd, we can say, he went for me. He knew what would happen, but we can make it personal and say, yes, he went for me. He suffered for me. He was bruised for me. He was scourged for me. He was nailed to that cross for me. He hung there for me. He died on that cross for me. He shed his precious blood for me. He rose on the third day morning for me. I'm glad today he went, and you ought to be glad too, because he went for you and he went for me. He knew what would happen, but still he went. God bless you and God keep you.